Today we are going to discuss about residential status of an assessee under Income Tax Act or say rules prevailing for assessment year 202021 or say for previous year 2019 2020 or say residential status in the previous year starting from April 1st 2019 and ending 31st March 2020. What is residential status and why we are talking about residential status? We generally talk citizen of India, foreign citizen, but there are some different dimensions as far as income tax is levied on individuals or say on assessee, that is generally based on the residential status. What residential status means? On the basis of how many days an individual, in general, I'm talking about an individual, stays in India in the previous year or in some preceding years of the previous year. On that basis, that is determined that he is resident, not ordinary resident or non-resident. Because the resident Indians are taxed total income, whether they earned in India, whether they earned outside India. But as far as non-residents are concerned, generally they are taxed on income that is earned or received or accrued, we can say, in India. So it is important for income tax point of view that whether an individual or say a person is resident or not ordinary resident or non-resident. As far as previous year 2019-20 is concerned, there are some exceptions because of prevailing disease. But main or say primary, now we are going to discuss residential status of an assessee. We are already discussing and that is continuing because that is second part of residential status or say determination of residential status for assessment year 2020-21. So that particular last video has not been completed. I was talking about primary conditions to be satisfied for becoming resident. So primary conditions are two, in which or say out of which if one satisfies, then we can say that he may be resident, or it is clear that he would not be done non-resident for that particular assessment year or say previous year. What are the primary conditions? Primary conditions are two. One is any individual to whom we are talking about residential status, or for whom we are determining the residential status, for any person or say for any individual who stays at least 182 days in the previous year in India. It is first condition of primary condition. Or second condition is that if he stays in India in the previous year for 60 days and 365 days minimum in the preceding 4 years of previous year. So, first condition and second condition, these are both are called primary conditions. If any one satisfies, then we can say that he can be a resident Indian for particular assessment year. This is calculated in the previous year of that particular assessment year. Here we are talking about assessment year 2020-21. So previous year comes 2019-20. Residential status we are discussing. One primary condition we have discussed, and if one is resident in the previous year, he has to satisfy another two conditions. If he satisfied another two conditions, then we can say that he is resident Indian. And if any one of these next two conditions he is not able to satisfy, then we can say that he would not be resident in India in particular previous year. Second condition, after number one is primary condition, which has two conditions. Either of two can be satisfied by an individual. Second or third conditions are as follows. Second condition is that if an individual is resident for 2 years out of 10 previous years preceding the previous year. And third condition is that if he stays minimum 730 days in 7 years preceding the previous year. If primary condition is satisfied, second and third condition is satisfied, then we can say he is resident Indian. But if he satisfies primary condition but not satisfies second or third condition or both conditions, then we can say that he is not ordinarily resident. And non-resident would be the people, the individual who is not able to even satisfy primary conditions of any. The primary conditions are two. He is not able to satisfy any one of the primary conditions. Then he would be non-resident. That is, we already have discussed about that number one primary condition is that if he stays in India in the previous year 182 days, or if he stays 60 days in the previous year and 365 days in the 4 preceding years of previous year. This is okay.